Hello and welcome once again. My name is Emmanuel Odrojuma and I'll be your trainer for this entire series. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe to it. Hit on the notification button to get alerted when a new video is posted. If you like this video, hit on the like button. So in this series, we'll be talking about how to structure web pages using HTML. There are certain parts of a web page that most designers mostly use when designing their websites. An example is a navigation bar, an example is a card component. So we'll be taking them one after the other to learn how to design or structure them using HTML. After learning how to structure these parts of a web page, you can now apply the knowledge you have gotten to design your own web page as at how you need it. So we'll be taking 3 different navigation bars. This particular lesson will take a very basic navigation bar and learn how to structure it. The other 2 would go a bit more in depth with the structure. So this is what we'll be doing for this series. We are learning how to structure some very common parts of a web page. Okay, so for this particular lesson, we'll be designing this particular navigation bar with this text and these links to other web pages. And again, we are going to learn how to structure it with HTML. So we are not going to apply CSS. We are not going to implement CSS to make it look nice like this. So for example, if I take CSS out of this particular navigation bar, this is what we have. So this is what HTML did for us, and CSS made it beautiful. So CSS did this for us for it to look beautiful. So what I'll do is to create a new project for this particular series. So I'll come to my projects folder, create a new project with HTML structure. I'll create another folder to host my images. And open Visual Studio Code. So I'll close this project. Open my folder within Visual Studio Code found on desktop, my projects, and HTML structure, select folder. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to create my first file and name it index.html. So since it is a navigation bar, I have to create links to different pages. So I have to create those other pages. So what I'll do is I'll create an about.html. I'll create another one for services. Now I'll create another one for contacts. So what I'll do is I'll bring up the boilerplate for all those web pages and give it a heading tag of this is about page. Save it, come to contacts, do the same thing with an h1 tag. This is contact page. Come to my services, add my boilerplate, a heading tag with this is services page. Add my boilerplate. So I have all my pages intact. I come to my index.html page, which will be my home page. So what I'll do is we are going to learn how to structure the home page with the navigation bar. So what I'll do is I'll give a nav for the navigation. If you remember semantic tags, so we are going to use the nav tag for the nav bar. And when we are implementing the nav bar, we use an unordered list. So it is a list that we are going to implement. So we use an unordered list, and within the list we are going to have some list items. So when I showed you the nav bar, it had home, about, services, and contact. So I'll create a list item. So I have my list items. If I don't make that list a link, then clicking on it will do nothing. So it means the home, the about, the services, the contact, that text, I have to make it a link. So I have to put them in an anchor tag. So the list, each of the list will be an anchor tag. So I have my anchor tag. The first one, if it is for the home, it is going to, so when the person clicks on that particular word, it should open the index.html file. So what word should be shown on the page? The word home. So what I've done is I've created a nav bar, and within the nav bar I have my unordered list, and I have the first list item, but that list item should be a link, so that when we click on that particular list item, it will open this particular file for us. So what I'll do is to duplicate them. The next one will be about. The next one will be services. Then the last one will be contact. So if someone clicks on the second one, it should open the about.html file. Someone clicks on this one, it should open the services.html file. If someone clicks on the contacts, it should open the contacts.html file. So I've created those files over here and created my list over here as well. So if someone clicks on the home, someone clicks on the about, someone clicks on the services, someone clicks on contact, it should open their respective pages over here. The last thing I'll do is to bring up a paragraph with the name of the company. So let's say The Alchemist. Save it. So what this is doing is that I've created a nav bar. That navigation bar has this particular text and the list that will be used for the navigation. So I have a list item, and I've made the list a link by placing it inside an anchor tag. So I have home, about services contacts. And if I open it in Live Server, I get this. So this is HTML implementing the navbar that I showed you from the beginning. CSS will allow me to style it to look good as you saw it in that particular image. So if I click on this one, it stays on the home page. If I click on this one, it opens the about page. If I click on this one, it opens the services page. If I click on the last one, it opens the contacts page. So this is the simple navbar that I've implemented with HTML. CSS will be used to style it to look good. For the paragraph tag that I've implemented here, some people also choose to use their logos as an image over here. So because I didn't want to go there, I'll implement a logo in our next lessons. Since I just wanted a basic text, that's why I used a paragraph. But most people use an image or an icon over here as the logo.